basket. Ladies and gentlemen, American democracy runs through the state of Arizona in 2022. It absolutely does, and it is up to us. It is up to each and every one of us to do what we can to save this beautiful democracy of ours. We are running against candidates up and down the ticket who do not believe in democracy, who do not believe, who have been election deniers, and we must defeat them. So ladies and gentlemen, let me say it again. American democracy runs through Arizona. We are going to save our democracy. We are going to win this election, and we're going to do it together. Thank you so much. Let's go get it.
Time this country asks Mark Kelly to serve, he answers the call. Ladies and gentlemen, Senator Mark Kelly.
Thank you, Katie. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Thank you. Isn't this a great place to be? The Yavapai County Courthouse. Very historic. And what we need to win, every other candidate that came up here tonight, Kris, Martine, Laura, all of them, what we need is a very high turnout election. So thank you for being here. It is so important. When more people vote, we have a stronger democracy. I get a lot of great advice from my wife, Gabby Giffords, on how to do this, how to run for the United States Senate. And I've been doing this for a while now. I have served in the United States Senate for 21 months now, which I gotta say, from a career of public service, this has been one of the highlights, is to be able to serve in the United States Senate in John McCain's Senate seat. That's a big frickin' deal for a pilot like me. 2 years ago, you sent me to the United States Senate to cut through the red tape and get things done for the state of Arizona. And that's exactly what I've done. Working with Republicans and Democrats, we passed some historic legislation to fix our roads and bridges and ports of entry, fix our water infrastructure. This is going to transform Arizona. We are going to be a hub for semiconductor manufacturing here in the United States of America. And you know what? We're not going to have to rely on another country and a supply chain that goes across the Pacific Ocean anymore. It's going to be made here in Arizona. We passed the first gun safety legislation in 30 years, working with Republicans. This is the way the place is supposed to work. Working across the aisle to just get stuff done for the American people. Now, my opponent, Blake Masters, on the other hand, I mean, he said that if he's elected to the United States Senate, there will be no legislation passed for 2 years. Yeah, what? That's what I said. What? I mean, the job is to pass legislation to help the American people. That's the job. What I'm trying to do is improve the lives of Arizonans every single day when I'm in Washington, D.C. If you're a senior, my opponent wants to privatize Social Security. But you know what? Doesn't sound good. Does not sound good for Arizona seniors. I will protect your Social Security and your Medicare. My opponent also has some very unconventional views, to be nice, about the United States military. How many veterans do we have here? We got any veterans? I think we got a lot of veterans. My opponent says our military is totally incompetent. Can you believe that? We have the most professional and competent and capable military that this planet has ever seen. He has said that we have not been in a just war since before World War II. Let me be clear what that means. He thinks that our participation in World War II was unjust. 440,000 Americans died in World War II, 1 million injured, many of them from the state of Arizona. What exactly about World War II was unjust? This ridded the world of Nazis. I mean, I just find it pretty insulting that somebody who never served a day in his life has such strong negative views about the United States military. They're not only negative, they're dangerous. But you know what I do know? Is that these are beliefs that are just dangerous for Arizonans. These are dangerous times we're living in. With folks like that and others across the country, we run the risk of the wheels coming off of our democracy. We got to do better. What I need you to do now is you got to get other people to vote. And I don't care who they're voting for. They'd be voting for my opponent. That's fine. We have a stronger democracy when more people vote. We want a high turnout election. I'll tell you this, everybody that stood up here tonight, if we get a high turnout election, we'll all do really well. So, talk to your friends and neighbors. Make those phone calls, knock on doors. I know a lot of you are doing this already. Mission for Arizona knocked on 60,000 doors last weekend. We need to knock on hundreds of thousands of more doors to get people out to vote, to turn in those ballots, to mail them in, to vote in person. So please tell your family and friends and neighbors, let's get out the vote. Let's win here on November 8th. And I cannot thank all of you enough. But thank you for being out here tonight. We have just a precious few days to go. Let's just work harder than the other side. And if we do that, we will win these elections. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you. Thank you.